We are up $1,024 in 2 days off of 2 of the free slips that I give you guys. Holy shit, boys. Welcome back to the channel. My name's Austin. This is the Sports Stage, guys. We are on fire right now. I think I've cracked the code. One of my followers told me that I found the cheat code today with daily fantasy player props, and we do it with one specific category. I take that back. We have been using two categories, but one specific category in particular has been giving us the bulk of our money on these slips, and it's only available on the Chalkboard app. So before I get into any of this stuff, guys, and give you the picks for today and tell you about what we've done the last 2 days on this app, get the Chalkboard app. There's a promo code at the bottom of the screen, code worldwide, that gets you up to a $100 deposit match on your first deposit. If you can put $100 on there, that's a free $100 that they're going to give you. And then you can play that $100 on this play today. If you played your $100 on the play the last 2 days, guys, we're up over $1,000, $1,024 to be exact, on 2 slips with $100 plays on each of those bets, guys. Chalkboard is on fire, and the category I'm talking about is pitcher wins. It is the only app that has pitcher wins. I don't know why. Maybe some of the other apps will get pitcher wins if they see that people like it. Maybe they won't because they're smart and we keep getting it on Chalkboard. We keep hitting it. So I don't know what the other apps are going to do. But for right now, until Chalkboard takes down pitcher wins, we're going to hammer that hard because it has been money for us. I've got a lot to cover in this video. I'm going to try to keep it pretty short, pretty quick. Let's get right into the picks because I have a lot to cover, guys. Okay, this is the same thing I did yesterday. I'm going to show you the lines on Pinnacle, the sharpest book in the world. And guys, when I'm done with this slip, you're going to see it's a 13.83x payout. I am going to insure this slip, though. We got 5 plays to cover. We're going to insure this slip to make sure that we cash out and win something if we don't hit them all. Just because it's a 5-pick slip and playing that many plays without doing it insured is extremely risky. We want to stay in the profit. We want to stay winning. So 5 picks, if we hit them all, it's going to give us 13.83x payout. If we hit 4, it's a 2.12x, and if we hit 3 of them, it's a 0.4x. We're hitting at least 3 of these guys. We're going to use the same strategy we went with yesterday. Get right into it. Pinnacle, sharpest book in the world. We're looking at the money line here. We're also going to look at the run line here as well. We're going with the Mets and the A's. That's going to be our first pitcher prop game. Right now, the Mets are favored minus 172. Pretty heavy favorite right there for the Mets to win. Plus 158 for the A's to win. If you don't know about sports betting odds, I don't have a ton of time to explain that to you. Look it up. Minus 172, essentially what that's saying is you bet $172 to win 100. The plus 158 is saying you bet 100 to win $158. So you can see there you have to bet way more on the Mets to win less, and you have to bet way less on the A's to win more. So they're telling you that the Mets are going to win this game tomorrow. They're favored by minus 1.5 runs. So they're favored to win by 2 runs or more. However, the odds on that are not likely to hit. Books are going to say that the A's are going to lose by less than 1.5 runs. The odds usually are against the run line on the team that's favored to win. It's not likely in baseball that you win by 2 runs or more, and you can see all these are minus 1.5. Sometimes you'll get a 2.5 run line in baseball. A lot of time you'll get a half a run line in baseball, but typically 1.5 is pretty common. You can see all these right here are 1.5 run lines. They adjust the odds, but they usually keep the line itself right around 1.5 in baseball. Football is totally different, guys. So looking at it, the Mets, like I said, favored minus 172 to win, plus 121 to cover the minus 1.5. But we're mainly concerned right here with the win. Actually, plus 121 is pretty damn good odds for a run line. We're looking at as close to even, which is plus 100, as we can get right here. So the Mets and the A's, we're taking Jose Quintana over half a win. So Jose Quintana's pitching for the Mets. We're taking him to win the game. If I go over here to, where am I at? We're going to look at some pitcher stats here. Let me move me up here so you guys don't have to look, so I'm not blocking it. And let's go to the Mets here. I'll show you guys Jose Quintana on the season. Where are we at? National League, Mets. Jose Quintana right here. He's 6-8, so he doesn't have a very good record. 4.1 ERA. However, they are favored to win and pitching 125 innings pitched so far. So 6-8 really isn't a great record, but the Mets are heavily favored to win. If he goes 5 innings, 6 innings. The Mets should have the lead by then. All they got to do is rely on the bullpen to hold on to that win for them, just like they did tonight. That we actually took David Peterson for the Mets for tonight's game against the A's, and he covered. He won for us. Mets were up 7-1 at one point. I think they ended up winning the game 9-1. So the bullpen did their job, and the Mets just piled on the runs in addition to it. So I believe the Mets are going to pile on the runs tomorrow. Jose Quintana is going to do enough to hang in there for his 5-6 innings. Hopefully he'll give us a quality start and go a full 6 innings. But take that one, Jose Quintana, over half a win. The Mets are going to win that game tomorrow, and Quintana's a starting pitcher. Next, we're going to move into the Dodgers-Brewers game. Dodgers are favored -143. Brewers +132. They're the dog in this one. -1.5 again on the run line. +119 odds. So actually getting better odds for the Dodgers to cover that -1.5, even though up here the Mets are getting better odds to win. So the Dodgers are favored to win by a bigger margin as far as odds go. It's only a 2-point difference here between 119 and 121, but Dodgers are getting a little bit better odds in our favor to win by more than 1.5 run, and their odds are a little bit less than the Mets up here on the actual money line. Don't ask me why that is. Maybe it's the VIG offset. So if a book is more confident in a play, they're going to give less VIG on that play. If they're less confident in a play and what they think, they're going to put more VIG on it. And what I mean by VIG, it's a long topic I can get into. Say the true odds of the Mets winning this game is -150. They'll give a VIG on top of that and charge you the price of -172 to play that bet so that they make sure they get paid. It's what all books do. It just depends on how confident they are in the play, on what type of VIG they put out. That could be why there's this weird discrepancy here that I was just explaining. Anyways, guys, Dodgers are favored to win over the Brewers. Jack Flaherty's pitching for the Dodgers. We're going to take him to get the win, so Jack Flaherty over half a win on the Dodgers game. Let's go over here and see if we can look at his record. Already in the National League. Let's go down to the Dodgers. Oh, we're not in the National League. We were in the American League. Now we're at the Dodgers here. Jack Flaherty, 2-0 so far on the season, 3.09 ERA. He's pitched 11.2 innings in 2 games, so that's a little over 5 innings a game, not quite 6 innings per game. So if he pitches 5 or 6 innings in this game, like I said with the last game, Dodgers should be up. Their bullpen's just got to hold on. They are favored to win this game, like I just showed you guys. The Brewers aren't a terrible team. They're not a good team. They're not a great team, though. So I agree with Pinnacle here, just my personal take. Obviously, I'm not a sports book. I'm not a bookmaker, a line maker. I don't set odds. So they are way smarter than me with analytics and background of all of the stuff that goes behind setting lines. Just my personal opinion. I think the Dodgers are going to win this game. And Flaherty's a starting pitcher. Take Flaherty on the over for half a win. Next, we're going to do a third pitcher win tonight. The last 2 nights we went 2 pitcher wins and a batter strikeout for both of the last 2 nights. Right here, this was today's play. It is August 14th. And then right here, this was the play for yesterday, Tuesday, August 13th. Both of these cashed. But right here, we're going to go with a third. We're going to add it in there and make this one a bigger slip, which is why I'm insuring it. Sorry, guys, you got a eye itch there. So our third one is going to be the Baltimore game. Baltimore versus Boston. Right now the Orioles are favored -135. Red Sox are the dog. Their odds are +124. Same line right here, -1.5, +152 odds. So bigger odds in our favor more for the Orioles if you're talking about value and payout. If you think that they're going to win by -1.5 or more, this is a good price. +152. You bet 100 to win $152. So it's less likely, according to the book, that the Orioles are actually going to win by 1.5 runs or more. I believe I just misspoke and said Dodgers a second ago. I don't know if I really did or not. It's late. I'm tired. Sorry. If I did, I apologize. But +1.5 is at -170 for the Red Sox. So the book thinks this one's going to be a tight game, but they do think the Orioles are going to pull this one out. Guys, Zach Eflin is on the bump for the Orioles. Take him over half a win. Again, like I did with the other pitchers, I'm going to pull up his win-loss record here. Was already in the American League. Did I go right past the Orioles? I did. There they are. You guys are going to see Zach Eflin also has a good record, but he hasn't pitched many games this year. Did I miss him? Right here, I did. I went right past him. 3-0 so far. 2.33 ERA for a starting pitcher. Guys, if you know baseball, you know that is a damn good ERA. 2.33 for a starter is crazy. I mean, if you have that as a reliever, that's good. That's what you're supposed to have. Typically, starters are more right around here, 3.8. Good starters in the low 3s. Average starters in the 4s. Bad starters in the 5s. But 2.33 for a starting pitcher, that's a good ERA right here. You see 19.1 innings pitched over 3 games. That means he's going a little over 6 innings per game. 6.03 if I'm doing the quick math right, guys. I'm not a math major. Don't judge me if that's wrong. But basically 6 innings per game. That's quality starts in 3 straight games, depending on how many runs he gave up in those games. Let's look at his ERA, his actual runs given up. He's given up 5 runs so far in 3 starts. So, unless one of those games was bad, it's looking like it was 3 quality starts. So, if Eflin gives us a quality start tomorrow, he's getting that win. Like I said, the books are saying that the Orioles are going to beat the Red Sox. Eflin is going to give us a quality start. He's going to get that win. Take Eflin over half a win. So far, guys, we got Jose Quintana over half a win, Jack Flaherty over half a win, and Zach Eflin over half a win. Now we're going to shift gears. We're going to go back to batter strikeouts, and we're going to give you 2 player props for batter strikeouts. Like I said, the last 2 nights we've done 2 pitcher wins and 1 batter strikeout. We're going to up it a little bit. We're doing 3 pitcher wins and 2 batter strikeouts. I am going to pull up the Chalkboard app here and actually put these plays in for you real quick. So bear with me. So here it is, guys. I put the 3 pitcher player props in for you so far. If you see down here, $100 play, that's going to get you a $1,500 payout. 3 correct right there. It's 6x payout, but we're not done yet. We're still going to move into the batter strikeouts. So let's go over here to props.cash, guys, and we're going to go to batter strikeouts, not strikeouts, because that's talking about pitcher strikeouts. Now, look at these odds here. Minus 200s, that's saying big time favorite to go under on the prop, whatever the prop may be. First one I'm seeing, guys, I look at the odds, I look at the percentage here of how often they're actually going over this line, and looking at it, if you guys are seeing the same thing I am, there's 217% sitting right here in the middle. So we're going to click on Royce Lewis. He's at 1.5 batting strikeouts. We are taking the under, looking at his last 15 games here. I already had it selected. Last 15, 80% of the time, he's below this line. Only 20% of the time in the last 15, he's been above it. You guys see here, 12 out of the last 15 games, he's hitting below that line. He is striking out quite a bit here. He had a good run where 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 straight games with at least 1 strikeout. But since then, he's gone 5 games where he's only had 1 strikeout in those 5 games. So Royce Lewis is not striking out a lot right now. He's had a better streak here in the last 5. If I click on the last 5 to show you, he's had a good streak here. For some reason, the books are not changing his line. It's still at 1.5. So we're going to hit the under. We're taking that. It's in our favor. And if you look at the entire season, guys, 17% of the time on the season, he's been over it. Meaning 83% of the time he's been under it. Whole season lines up with what we're seeing lately, the trends. I like it. Royce Lewis under 1.5 strikeouts. Going back into the this big chart of hit rates. Look at the other one. Oops. The other one, 17% of the time, which means 83% of the time he's under his strikeout line if it's at 1.5. Jackson Chourio, 1.5 strikeouts, minus 250 odds to hit the under. We're taking the under. Like I said, 83% of the time he's under it on the season. Looking at his last 15 games, even better than Royce Lewis. 13 of the last 15 games, he's been under it. 3 straight games without a strikeout. They still have yet to adjust his line from 1.5 strikeouts, so we're going to take advantage while that line is right there. Jackson Chourio, under 1.5 strikeouts. Don't need to say much more about this pick in particular here, guys. Kind of the same thing I just went over with Royce Lewis. There's no reason not to take the under here. So Guys, that's the cheat code right there. We cracked the code. I think one of my followers, when he mentioned that today, he put it right. We have found the cheat code, and it's only available on Chalkboard. So if you're not on Chalkboard and you want to tail these picks, like I said, don't miss out on free money, guys. Code worldwide. It's right here at the bottom of the screen. It's been up here the whole video. Use that and get up to a $100 deposit match on your first deposit. Even if you're only going to play $5 a play, $10 a play, if you got $100 to throw on there at the beginning, use it, get that free money. All you have to do is a minimum $10 deposit, though. If that's all you can afford, that's fine. Chalkboard just requires a minimum $10 deposit. Then you can play with that. You can start with dollar bets here and there just for fun if you want. Just so you know, if you bet $1 on the last 2 days, you're up to over $10 now. If you bet $10, you're up over $100 now. I use $100 for easy numbers. That's what I play as, and we're up over $1,000, $1,024 just in the last 2 days using this exact strategy. This is the cheat code. That's all I got for the baseball props, guys. Real quick before I let you go. Yeah, I talked about it yesterday, and I talked about it the day before. My NFL season pass is live now. So what that means is you're going to get, sorry, let me just get out of the baseball stuff here. What that means, my NFL season pass, you're going to get all my free plays. No matter what the sport is. If you sign up for the NFL season pass, you get all my free plays. You're subscribed to the free subscription. Everything gets sent straight to your phone via text message. You're going to get all my VIP plays with that as far as football goes. Every single NFL bet that I make, you're going to get, whether it's player props or from the sports book, you're going to get all of those. You think we're winning in baseball, just wait till football season comes. That's where I truly win. Baseball is just for fun, guys. I love baseball, but I'm not going to say I'm an expert at baseball. Football is my expertise. That's where we win. So like I said, all the free plays, all my NFL VIP plays, whether it's player props or from the sports books, all of that gets sent right to your phone. You're also going to have access to a Discord where you can talk with the community. You can see those picks pop up on Discord if you want to look at them, and you don't have to want to scroll through your phone and find that text link again or scroll through the web app. It is ran through Winnable. I said web app. That makes no sense. Website. Also with that, guys, included in my NFL season pass is my fantasy football draft guide. You can buy that separately if you want. If you don't want the NFL season pass, the draft guide is $3 a month, and it includes start-sit recommendations all the way through the fantasy football season. But that is included with the NFL season pass. So like I said, you're going to get the free picks, the VIP picks for football, as well as my fantasy football draft guide. In that draft guide, guys, there's breakout candidates, there's PPR, non-PPR, half PPR rankings from myself. There's also a chart in there. It's a Google Doc, Google Sheets. Is that what it's called? I'm drawing a blank on what Google's form of Excel is. I apologize. Anyways, there's a sheet in there that compares ADP, average draft position, across multiple different sites, because a lot of people don't realize there's discrepancies in that stuff. ESPN may have, for example, I know ESPN has Isaiah Pacheco at 16th. Sleeper has Isaiah Pacheco at 31st. So this sheet will show you ADP across multiple different fantasy football host sites, including Yahoo, ESPN, Sleeper, NFL, and then it'll give you an average draft position across all of those. So you guys can determine for yourself where you should draft somebody. 16 is way too high for Isaiah Pacheco. People on Sleeper are better, more experienced fantasy football players. If there's one ADP list you should choose to go off of, it's Sleeper, not ESPN. Okay, average Joes play on ESPN. Sleepers where the serious fantasy football players are. So guys, you're going to get all that with that NFL season pass, as well as start-sit recommendations for your fantasy football team all season long from yours truly. I put in the research for you guys so you don't have to do it. So with that being said, that's just a description of what the NFL season pass is. Right now, it's 30% off. So $420 instead of $600 for the NFL season pass, but there is a limited amount of people that can get that deal. Okay, so what you're going to do, there's a link in the description down here. It says free picks and VIP picks. Click that link. My pages ran through Winnable. When you sign up for the NFL season pass, use code Sunday, just the day of the week, SUNDAY, code Sunday. That gets you that 30% off. Like I said, it is a limited amount of people. First 50 people to sign up for that get the 30% off. After that, guys, I'm going to raise it to the normal price of $600, but I'm doing the first 50 at a cheaper deal because I feel like it. For no other reason, just because I feel like it, for the first guys that get in it. Jump on that, guys. We're going to win big in football. If you guys haven't seen already, the past 2 days we're up $1,024 on $100 plays. That right there, if you would have bet with me the last 2 days, that pays for that entire NFL season pass, even at full price. And you could get it for full price and another one for 30% for a buddy if you really wanted to. You wouldn't do that. Just trying to show you guys how you're going to make your money back with that subscription. So I'll see you guys on the inside of that. That's all I got for you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like these videos, please subscribe to the channel, guys. It helps out the channel a ton so we can grow this community. More people can win with us. Hopefully we break the books, and I don't want to say that. I was going to say hopefully they cap us on our betting limits. We don't want that, but I do hope we break the books so they at least think about capping our plays and not actually doing it. I don't want them to say to limit us to $5 bets. I really don't want that, but if we keep winning, they could do that. I've seen it done before. So that my goal is to be the best NFL handicapper in the entire world this year. I'm going to put in the work. I'm going to try to do it for you guys. That's all I got. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I will see you next time.